I'm Luca Vannucciho and I am the organizer of the activity here. Please follow me to the poster session. Every year we are going to focus better on some topic, but in a general view that try to give a complex understanding to the students of the problem of the relationship between tumor microenvironment and immunity. The questions about that will be treated in our summer school this year are mainly the meaning of the immunotherapy, the rediscovery of immunotherapy, what is the importance of inflammation, how we can understand better the complexity and study the complexity of cancer, of tumors, and also how to promote in some way the knowledge of these things. It is very important that to the summer school are arriving students that are both PhD in the last years and very young scientists after their PhD. And speaking with the students, they are coming from really various environments as a line of study. And this means that immunology and the cancer are something that is going more and more interesting the students and the people. I had the occasion to attend the course on experimental cancerogenesis that was taken by Professor Charlese Brentona Hugginse, who was a Nobel Prize in 1966. And it was really a great occasion because we were directly introduced by an important person in science in how to develop in vivo models of cancer, how to think about modeling, and the general approach to the research with the curiosity on one side and every time to try to prove, to put, he was saying, you must put your hands in the middle because otherwise you don't understand what is going on. This is the things that he was teaching all time. I took my diploma with him at the course. I have to say it was with a mention par excellence. I am an Italian, and Professor Hugginse beloved Italy. He had little sentences from Dante poem on the walls, no, in little frames. And every time I was coming, I was looking to me, he say, Buongiorno, Don Luca. Nati non foste a viver come bruti, ma per seguir virtute e conoscenza. This is Odysseus speaking to his people when he's on the border between the known ocean and the unknown part of the world. So he was a very nice person, really. I was many times in his department and I was learning there how to manipulate the animals, injection and other things, etc. So it was a beautiful experience. When I came back to the University of Pisa, where I was working as a surgeon and as an oncologist, I established a laboratory of surgical research devoted to cancer study and modeling. And practically this was my starting of activity in the field of the cancer research. For many years until now, I'm speaking at the end of the 80s when I started, so it is some time. I started as a surgeon because I am a medical doctor, I have a medical degree. And while I was working in surgery, my interest was in cancer. Since the beginning. Still last years of the university, I raised this kind of interest. Then I had the necessity to follow the patients that were operated by me or colleagues for cancer, because at the time, I repeat, I am speaking about the end of 80s, beginning of 90s, was not a department of oncology in the university, yet not many years later started to be, but at the time I wasn't. I graduated in medicine in 1981. I'm 68 years old. In 85, I won an international fellowship. So 86, 87, I spent at the University of Chicago. And that was a really important experience, just to start really to research on cancer. Then after, obviously, one thing is taking the other. Because of these patients, I took also the specialization in oncology, so I was following for chemotherapy the patients, operated, treated, follow-up. In the time, I started also the interest for the initial ideas of immunotherapies, etc. Later on, when was the occasion, was to complete the circle and become an oncoimmunologist and put all the background that I have on clinics, so how really are the cancers in the laboratory. First of all, must be the curiosity and directly the students that they like to try to see, to put the answer. Not for some there is intellectual motivation. No, they like complicated things, or they imagine something like in the books. Others has from the university training in which really they appreciate natural sciences, biology, other things, so they want to know more. And they have also a humanistic propension to put this work in something that is becoming something that you can utilize for better behavior, for better enhancement of lifestyle of the people. So like anti-cancer studies and so on. On the other side, when I have my students in the laboratory, I have, first of all, I take them for 1 month for testing. And I say, please stay 1 month, look at what we do, try, and see if it is what you was thinking that you like to do, and if you like what we are doing, so the topic, maybe you like something else. So the people that remain in the laboratory has a motivation to continue in what the laboratory is already doing. And then during this period and in the following earlier months, that are starting to move the hands in the laboratory, learn the basic techniques, etc. Speaking, being present continuously with them like the older brother, staying together to understand what is the character and something that the skill that they may have better. So to address each one toward his own precise will to develop something. Then we prepare our project and we do. With the time, these people that is feeling comfortable, I hope so, but it seems, in the laboratory, they, because they have their own field, they are not in competition, but they are in collaboration. And if it's needed something, one is teaching to the other. Moreover, I like to have visitors, students that are Erasmus or people that is coming, scientists also that are coming visiting the laboratory for 1 week, 1 month to work together, etc. So in this way, I enhance their capability of communicate both in their own language in the environment, or my laboratory is really mixed as a nation, so because I have Czech, Slovak, Italian, Russian, Ukrainian, I had also Indian, so, and the necessity to speak English. That is very important, then to attend the congresses, to prepare papers, and so on. In the meantime, because we have activity with the students that are coming for Erasmus, I give them the address what to do with them to help. So they need to know very well what is their own practice to teach to the others. So it is a practical way how to enhance the capability to work well, and it is increasing also the capability of the laboratory. And finally, because I'm organizing things like this school or symposia or congresses, etc., they are involved in practical activities, how to prepare the booklet, if we have to look for example, restaurants to put the people in the intermission, what is necessary to prepare for badges, or every practical things. So at the end, they know also in the future when they will be autonomic, if they want to organize a conference, a symposium, or other, they have already some instrument how to address these things. So my view is to give a complete formation in the way that the student become a scientist, that had a proof capacity in science, obviously, this is the first one, but also acquiring other skills that can be useful in practical activity in the science world. It is, I am together with Dr. Marek Kovac. We are the group from the Institute of Microbiology. There was this call for this huge project. Obviously, we both work on the argument, on the topic of cancer research and immunity in this one. So we sent our proposal and what we would like to do inside this network. And this one was obviously an occasion to enhance the capacity of the laboratory, to have better sustain, even financial, for our activities, but also to focus better some special questions, like, for example, the targeting therapy or the changes that the therapy can produce inside the tumor microenvironment and these things. And the people from my lab involved from my lab and the people from the lab of Dr. Marek Kovac are cooperating in this double twin project, I can say, that is a representative of the Institute of Microbiology inside the hub of Prague. After a very intense day of activities and science, the school now has to go to enjoy friendship all together for a grill and some music, and an invitation to all the students that like to participate to take attention for the next call in the next year. Bye.
And later,